I'm trying to change the brake pad and rotor for my car. So first thing first, I'm trying to open my tire. So I'm losing the nuts while the tires are sitting on the ground. When you lose the nut, you can raise the jack. Now time to open the brake pad. For opening brake pad, you need a 9/16 socket wrench for 2 bolt that is sitting behind it. When you open the piston, make sure you put it somewhere that there's no tension on that hydraulic hose. So I opened the brake pad pistons. Now I'm opening the uh, bracket. To open the bracket, you need a 17 mm socket wrench. I'm finished with the driver side. There are some other process in putting back together. Well, what you need to do, keep watching the video. You will see on the passenger side with the more details. So there are so many reasons that you can find out when your brake is bad. One, that your brake pad, when you're pushing, it goes all the way to the ground, and it takes a longer time to stop your vehicle. The other thing, mine was really bad. My brake pad was gone, and when I was driving, it was making cranking noise, like something rapping to each other. So I immediately came back home, and I was driving last night, and I came back home, stopped the car. Next day, I went get the part. As I was changing the brake pad, I saw my rotor was bad too. So I went get the two new rotor for my Subaru Impreza 2012, and right now I'm changing this to. Keep watching. There are some more details. There are some small things that a lot of people doesn't know, but we need to pay attention on that. Where if you're doing your own, if you take into the mechanic, they know what to do. But if you're doing your own, as I'm doing my own, so to save just some money, and those small things need to be taken care. This is 17 mm for breaking, opening the brake. So we're done with the opening brackets. Now we are taking the disc out, or the rotors. So the easy way, just hit it with the hammer several times. If not, there's two screw holes that takes quarter size of screw. You can just put two screws. Make sure when you're putting the screws and tightening it, make sure you tie it equally. I use just two half-inch hex net nut, and then a quarter size for the hole. I'm using half-inch wrench just to tie it equally. So easy way, just get a socket. It's faster and easier. So I'm gonna get a socket for this and put just do it a little bit faster. As you can see, I go like 2, 3, and then go to the next one. So right now, I'm tightening just to hit the axle, the plate behind it, and then after I feel that it's a little bit tight, I'm just tightening equally. 1, 2 time on the top, 1, 2 time on the bottom, or 2, 3 time on the top, 2, 3 time on the bottom. I'm just making sure that it's equally tightening. Otherwise, it will break those 5 screws of the axle for the tire. So, well, as you can see, this thread shouldn't be on the on my rotor. That thread's eating your brakes, and also there are edges. So I took it out. Now I'm trying to clean this area. This surface needs to be cleaned with a wire brush. So I'm cleaning with a wire brush. So these are the things that we have done on driver's side, but I forgot to take the video. You're comparing your parts, like make sure it's identical. The size and everything is the same as you have the one on the car. So old one and new one should be matching. If there's different, then there's something wrong. That's not the right part. Make sure you compare it. I use this spray to clean the surface of my rotors. I'm not sure why it's recommended to clean, because it's getting dirty anyway. I think just to make it look nice, they're recommending to clean it. So the mechanical point of this cleaning, I don't know about it. So it was better, those who knows, please leave it in comment and tell me why it is recommended to clean. I'm just using the Shop Pro. It's fast drying, and you can see here I'm trying to clean that area too. As you saw, when I was taking the rotor off, it was stuck and it was hard to take it out. So I recommend to use some of this copper spray. It's optional, either you want to use it or not, but it may help you next time to when you're opening your brakes, your rotors. It might be easier. So just hammer it and it will come out. So it's time to put everything back together. This is the bracket. I'm taking the shims out. I really like to clean everything, so I'm using my wire brush cleaning. Those two pin, just leave it on. It has grease, so you don't get the dust on it. Clean everything and then take that one out. So I'm trying to clean every dirt, anything that is stuck in there from my old brake pad. And as I said, my old brake pad was really bad, and I used it. I forgot to. I know I changed it back in 2019, and I drove 40,000 miles on it, and I totally forgotten to change it. As since last night, I heard the cranking and rapping, and then I said, "Oh gosh, I forgot to change the brake pads." So I'm changing. Now I'm changing that one. So cleaning the shims. Make sure you clean it. I know it's getting dirty back, but just clean it as much as you can. It's not getting as manufacturers ones, but just get the dirt ones or dirt out of it, and time to put everything together. I recommend to put some. So let's clean this pens. So for this pen, do not over grease it and do not mix it. There are two different pen. One of them has a rubber on it, and the other one doesn't have a rubber. You will see it. So this one I'm taking out is the top pin. The top pin does not have the rubber, but the bottom pin has a rubber on that pin. I'll show you. So don't mix it up. Do it one at a time and do not over grease it. Grease it, just put grease around it and don't put a lot on it. As I said, these pins are different. You can see that black rubber. The other one doesn't have that piece of rubber on it. Sometime when you braking or when you pressing your brake, you hear some kind of like squeezing noise. So to avoid that one, when you're putting the shams back together, grease the bottom of the shams and then put some grease on the corner of your brake pads. Well, there's two legs that goes between the shams on the bottom and the top. Just put a little bit of grease, not too much that later on it gives you the braking problem, but just a little bit, just to like moisturize it. That's all. So while I'm opening the brake pad, if you think that this video is a helpful video for you guys and you guys could use something from this, please don't be hesitated to go like, subscribe, and share these videos. Leave your ideas in a comment. Let me know what did I do wrong and what else do I need to pay attention on it, and what things that I don't need to do it for the next time. Those who are professional mechanic, please leave your comment below so I can learn more. As I said, there's so many small things that we don't know. When you putting brake pads together, there's a leg on your brake pad and there's a piece coming out of the shams. The leg on a brake pad should be mounted on the shams piece. Otherwise, it will give you problem on the brake. So make sure these small things you pay attention on it, and that's how it has to be mounted. And then putting the other side of the brake. Same thing with this side. It has a leg and has a piece coming out of the shams mounted on the brakes. So that leg from the brake pad should be mounted on it. Otherwise, it will cranking on it, when you're braking, or it will squeezing when you drive. You can hear that noise. So to avoid those, make sure you pay attention in this small piece of information. The reason I forgot to take a more detailed video from my driver's side, because of this nut screw, it was stuck and it was giving me the hard time. It took me like half hour or 1 hour to open that. So to avoid that one, for next time, I'm putting some grease on it. So this grease will stop from getting rust and stopping or avoiding it from stacking. So next time, it will be easy for me to open it. So as you can see, I put everything together. Now it's torquing time. So for brakes, for this piece of bracket, it's recommended 59.9 foot-pound torque. I did 60 mine. So for the brake pad piston, it is 20. And then when you're putting your tire back together, use 100 pounds torque. So there are several tools that you can use to push these pistons back. I use just this normal player. It has a specific tool that you can use and push that one. So I saw some videos or some people that when they're pushing these pistons, there is a screw on the backside that they're losing it. So on that case, the liquid or the air can get out. But I recommend when you as soon as you open this for the first time, try to push this pistons back. On that case, while you're done with everything, the liquid pressure is reducing at the end. You can just adjust it. As you can see right now, I'm pushing one side and then the other side coming out. When I push that side, this side is coming out. So it's a little bit giving a little bit hard time for me. I forgot to do it, but I did this on a driver's side, but I forgot to do it on the passenger side. So just make sure you push that pistons as soon as you open it. So by the time you put everything together, the pressure on the hydraulics reduces. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.